Alright guys, well springtime is here and I think it's about time for us to make some honeysuckle jelly. Flowers finally started blooming out here, so we'll go out here see if we can pick us a nice little cup full and get back inside, get them cleaned up, so we can get started making some jelly. Alright, we're gonna go over here. There's a little patch here. It's right here behind the house. Ain't too many on it yet, but they're coming on. Looking good. There's some pretty flowers, pretty flowers. Like I said, like there's still quite a few more gonna be ready to bloom out here in a few days. We just got through with the rain 2 days ago, so it's still pretty wet out here, but oh yeah. Nice patch. Real nice patch. All right, we'll get y'all set up and see if we can't get a mess of this pulled out here. Let's see. Reckon y'all can see me. All right. So what you want to do is grab these right at the base, pinch them just a little bit. You want to make sure that when you get them off, you get that little bitty green piece at the bottom. Make sure you get all of it too, because if not, that part will stay and it'll pull your little nectar stem out and you'll lose a lot of your nectar. The wind's shaking this camera on around. Anyway, we're shaking y'all pretty good. Alright, we're gonna get a few of them picked. And even these yellow ones, I mean, you have to be careful with the yellow ones though, because they will pop off pretty easy. So you have to make sure you grab them good to get everything off of them. All right. Oh, it smells so good. All right. Tell y'all what, when y'all out here picking, especially down here in the south, we're on the Gulf Coast, Mississippi, it's been raining. Boy, you really gotta watch out for them fire ants. Them little old beds will sneak up on you if you ain't paying attention. And they're some biting little rascals. Y'all be careful walking around out here. Just keep an eye where you put your feet at, and because ain't nobody like getting bit by them fire ants. Picking's going pretty good. We got us a nice cup full, but mixed up in here with these honeysuckle, we got some blackberries coming on. They still young, but there's a lot of them in there, still babies. They're all around this area. A lot more over that way. It's gonna be all right. They come in and we'll get out here and we'll We'll get some of these blackberries. We'll make some blackberry jelly too. Oh, yeah. Pretty, pretty. All right, guys. We got our mess of honeysuckle here and got them all picked. So we're gonna head up to the house and get them spread out, and I'll show you how to trim the ends up and get them ready to go into the boiler, start making our tea with. All right, we'll be right back. All right, we got all of our honeysuckle flowers in here, so now we need to get them cleaned up. So we'll just pour them out on this rag here. Like I said, we picked these so we can, we got to take and clip these little green pieces off here. So I got this nice little small scissors here. So what we want to do is, you can come in here close. You see the little green stem right there? We're going to take and just cut that off. That's basically all you need. Don't, when you go to cut it, don't pull it, or you're going to pull all your little stems got your nectar on it. So just go through here. Like some of them's got little leaves on them. We'll cut them off and just stick them back in here. And that's basically all there is to it. Just sit here and trim them all off. All right, we'll get back to you when we make our tea. All right, we got all of our honeysuckle blossoms all trimmed up nice and pretty now. So what we're gonna do is take 4 cups of water. I've already got 2 in here now. We'll get 2 more put in there. Take and get our burner set on high and just wait for it to come to a boil. After it comes to a boil, we'll shut it off. We'll take our flowers, get them in there, tamp them down, make sure they're all nice and soaked. We'll put the lid on and we'll just slide it to the back of the counter and let it cool. And about every 15 to 20 minutes, I'll come in here, I'll give it a little stir, and we'll just keep them in there till the water's completely cooled off. Then we'll stick it in our mason jar. All right, we got our water boiling, so we'll come here and take that off. Let's dump our flowers in there. Make sure we get all of them out. Get them dunked down in here. Oh yeah, it smells so good. All right, they're all good and saturated now. We'll take it off that warm eye. Get it stuck back there. I'll get a lid stick on there. Then, like I said, about every 15 minutes, we'll come in here and give it a little stir until she gets completely cooled off. All right. Our tea has been here steeping for probably about an hour and a half now, so feels pretty good. We'll take it over here and we'll strain it off. We'll get our strainer, get our jar. Get it all in there. Oh yeah, we got us a pile. All right, so we'll get all this in here. Set that over here. And squeeze out all that juice. There we go. I'm gonna get a lid on it. A rag and wipe it off. There we go. All we gotta do now, we'll stick it in the refrigerator. We get ready to make our jelly. Should be good to go. All right, it's the next morning. We're gonna get our steeped honeysuckle tea out and get it ready to start processing. Needs to sit here and warm up a little bit and try to bring it up to room temperature just a a tad before we start putting it in the boiler and mixing everything with it. I went ahead and, since this is roughly 4 cups, I've got 4.5 cups of granulated sugar, lemon, package of liquid peptin. I got me some new small lids for all my jars right here. What I'm gonna do here in just a little bit, once this gets warmed up, I'll get this boiler right here, put water in it, and I'll get all our jars stuck in here and get ready to start sanitizing them. Then I'll put the lids in here with them. And once I get that going, then we'll come over here and get our honeysuckle jelly going. All right, hang tight. All right, we got some jars in here now. Got the oven turned up on high, and we'll get these started going. As soon as this starts to warm up good and start boiling, I'll go ahead and drop some lids in here and get them going. Then we're gonna start on getting our jelly going. All right, we're starting to get a little bit of water boiling here. It's just getting started. So I went ahead and got the juice poured in the boiler here. So I'm gonna come up here. Let's see which one. Yeah, that one right there. We're gonna use the small burner, so let's get that going, and we'll come over here and get this lemon cut up. We're gonna probably put a half a lemon in this once it gets up to temperature, and put the lemon in it. Get our sugar put in there, get it stirred in, get our pectin and all stirred in there, and we'll be good to go. We'll get her up to a nice little boil, about 1 minute. We'll shut it off, and we'll be ready to start filling jars. All right, hang tight. All right, our juice is warming up pretty good now, so we'll take this lemon and get it put in. What this lemon will do is, a lot of times when you pick your honeysuckle, get it all trimmed up, get it in here, steeping it, it should turn, a lot of times, like a light to medium green. It's perfectly fine. This particular batch here was pretty clear. I don't know why last year from the same vines it was real dark, but this year was pretty gold colored and clear. But this right here will give you that nice golden color you're looking for when you get done. All right, we got that lemon in there. We'll get it stirred up. Get our spoon. Nice little mix. Our jars are just about done. I'm fixing to drop some lids in here. In just a second. Let's put that right there. Y'all make sure now when y'all doing these things, you got a little magnetic stick right here to pick these lids up, because it ain't easy fighting around in there with a set of tongs or a spoon or whatever trying to grab these things out of here. Make sure you got something to lift up your jars with. I think you need a little bit longer, but we'll get them there in just a second. All right, we'll get this up to temperature, and as soon as it gets up, we'll start adding the rest of the stuff to it. All right, our juice is nice and warmed up now. It's just shy of a boil. So what we're gonna do now is grab our sugar. We'll slowly start adding our sugar in here and stirring it. At this point, we're pretty much, we'll have to stay with it the whole time. We don't need it to be boiling over, because she will foam up on you. So let's get her mixed in there good. Once we get this going, then we'll get our pectin put in. show y'all. It's a little bit cloudy right now, but you just keep stirring it. The more she heats up, the more to dissolve that sugar. She'll clear right up in here just a little bit. All right, we'll get her warmed up some more now. Stick the pectin in and we'll get her going. We got a nice boil on there. We're just gonna take these jars out and stick them on the rack, drop these lids in here. We'll let this warm on up a little bit more. We'll go ahead and let's get our jars out. Got a mix of half-pint jars, quarter-pint jars, and I've got another larger jar just in case we ain't got enough to for these to go around. We have something bigger to put it in. I got a couple more jars over there. I'm gonna go ahead and bring over here and stick in the pot and get them going too, so they'll be ready. Alright, so I got this big wide mouth fat jar right here, so if we have too much, the jars that we got, we can go ahead and stick that in there too. So we got them in there. We've got 10 of these small jars, so let's go ahead and get our lids in there. And 10, there we go. Grab another big one. We got a label right here. I have no idea where my big funnel for doing this is at, so we're just gonna have to be careful when we pour it in there today. All right, back over here. Turn this up just a little bit. Let's go ahead and get our pectin put in. We'll use a whole pack for this. Keep it stirring when you put it in. The powder really, when you go to put the powdered sugar gel in here, really keep it stirring, just add a little bit at a time, that way you don't get clumps. Alright, just about. Alright, stir this in there good, and we'll come back when she starts boiling. All right, we're starting to boil now. Like I said, we're just gonna keep stirring it. I've got all the other jars over here ready. Got our lids in there soaking in that hot water. So, okay, here we go. I'm really gonna have to watch it here because it will boil over on you. So let me get back with you. All right, you guys, we did our 1 minute boil. Had to put y'all down for a minute because she was getting hard and heavy with the boil, and we had to get both hands on it. All right, now we're gonna very carefully. Make sure you got a rag, a napkin, a glove, whatever you need. And we'll slowly start filling these jars up. Make sure you got you some stuff here ready to catch the drips, because you will drip some. And we'll start slowly ladling in. It's looking good, pretty and clear. As soon as we get all this ladled in here, we'll take a warm dishcloth, wipe all the rims off, make sure we don't have nothing that's going to interfere with our seal. All right, we'll just keep it up until we get all of them filled up. It looks like we're probably gonna have plenty of jars. Go ahead and set this over here on the side. We'll finish filling these up. Get our rag and wipe these lids off, and these rims off. Get our lids out and get them put on. After we get the lids and bands on, we're gonna take and we're gonna flip these things upside down for about 10 minutes. Then we'll flip them back over and let them finish sealing up. Well, it smells good too. It smells real good in here. Let's see if we can pour the rest of it out in here. Well, that was just perfect right there. I mean, perfect. Good deal. Go ahead and all our rims wiped off real good. We don't want nothing interfering with our seal. Let's take our little magnetic cover here and got a couple lids come off at one time. There we go. Let's start sticking our lids on. Get our bands put on. Be careful here because these glasses are hot. Alright, let me get my rag because they are warm. Snug them up a little bit. They cool off, we'll give the outside of them a good wipe down before we put them up. We ain't got all that sticky everywhere. Flip them over for about 10 minutes. We'll come back in just a little bit and flip them back over and let the top set on them. We'll just leave them out here on the counter to completely cool off before we pack them up. Now the fun time, clean up our mess. All right, we got them all flipped back over. Yeah, they looking pretty. Couple of lids. Oh, there just went one right there. They starting to pop. Won't take long, they'll all seat up pretty good, but let me show you a little something here. I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but this batch right here is from last year, same time last year. From the same area as I picked these at, and look at the color difference in them. It's like you never know what you're gonna get from year to year as far as color goes, but oh yeah, that's gonna be nice right there. All right, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed that, and I said, if you get a chance, get out there and get you some honeysuckle and make you some up. Now you'll be thoroughly impressed with it. I haven't found anybody yet that doesn't like it. All right, well, we're gonna get out of here, and y'all have a good one, and we'll see y'all again.